I'm hearing this specific message in my head. The tables have finally turned. And I feel like this is a narcissistic person or a narcissistic relationship. And I feel like you're the one that actually broke a narcissist. This narcissist has been someone that's been running, jumping from relationship to relationship, connection to connection, but you're actually the one that broke this narcissistic person. You broke this narcissistic person's tendencies, and that's because you're someone that is so pure, someone that's so genuine, that not even this narcissist could mess with you. Now, with the High Priestess coming through in the reversal, the Page of Pentacles and the transformation, the universe is hitting this person really hard since they've hurt you. This person's getting a lot of karma, but the universe is really hitting this person hard because the universe is kind of not giving this person an exit. It's almost like this person has to heal and they have to grow now with the transformation because they're not going to do any better than you, and they know that. And it's absolutely annoying the crap out of this narcissistic person because they know they can't do any better than you, even though they're trying. They know it's almost like inevitable that they have to try and grow and heal from you now. Now, with the High Priestess being in the reversal and the Page of Pentacles, they're trying not to break. They're trying not to notice you. They're trying not to care. They're trying to make it seem like they have all their shit together, when in reality, this narcissistic person is actually so angry and they're so annoyed that you have so much control over their heart space, that you have so much control over their emotions, even though you don't feel like it because they ghost you and they abandon you. So you have no idea you hold so much power over this person's emotions, over their love. But you actually do, with the Love card coming through. Now, with the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Swords and the King of Cups, it's really funny because this is someone that is really arrogant. This is someone that is really stubborn. This is someone that has been running for so long. They've been running for so long it's even hard to know how long they've been running for, but they've been going through so many rebounds. They've been jumping from so many people. They've been in so many relationships that just don't last very long, and it's like you're the person that had to end the tendencies for this narcissistic person. Now all they're doing is all they know when it comes to trying to move forward. They're trying to do everything they usually do, but it's not working. And it's not working because you've broke the cycle. You've broke the narcissistic tendencies. You've broken their insecurities. You've brought out everything this person has to heal. And that's because you're the real deal. You're the only real person that they met that was genuine, that was honest, that was pure, that was lighthearted. And the reason for that is because when they actually met you, believe it or not, they weren't jumping. They weren't rebounding. When they actually met you, they weren't looking for love. They weren't looking for a relationship. And that's because they did a different tendency to what they normally do. You came into this person's life for a reason, for a purpose. You came into this person's life when you were meant to. And the reason why they can't move on from you is because they're moving on from a relationship that they're trying to think of in the past. But it's not going to work for this person because the relationship that they have with you, and they still have with you, is not a relationship they're just going to be able to let go of here. And they're learning it the hard way, and they're getting absolutely served by the universe when it comes to lessons, and they cannot not heal. They cannot not grow. The more they try to stop this, the more they're going to try and actually reach out to you, even though it doesn't seem like that. Somebody thought that you were going to be heartbroken without them. And now that you're proving this person wrong, this person is really surprised by this. But with the Magician and the Six of Wands coming through and the Moon, this person really hurt you. But this person is now getting their karma, because their karma is that they're having difficulty moving on and they're having difficulty moving forward, because they were kind of hoping that if they got a different version of you, it would make this person not have to regret their choice and their decision to walk away from you. But now that you're proving this person wrong, now that you're proving to this person that the only person that you need is yourself, this person is freaking out about it. because this person wanted to see you break. They wanted to see you crumble so that they would be able to feel like they made the right choice by letting go of you. But they're realizing now that they can't move on as easy as they would have hoped they could with the Six of Wands. Now, with the moon coming through in the Hierophant and the Four of Cups, this person is learning a lot of lessons here, but they're learning a lot of lessons the hard way, because they're realizing that they actually let go of a really good person. They let go of a person that they're not just going to find again. And that's why this person's having a lot of difficulty with moving on from you, because they're kind of realizing that it was more than just emotions that were also involved in this. This person thought that they could hold back their love and hold back their emotions, and it meant they wouldn't want a relationship or need a relationship with you. But there's a lot more that was actually invested in this connection. There was a lot more qualities and characteristics that were involved in this connection. This person's freaking out about it because this person's realizing there was more than love there in the first place, and they're realizing they shouldn't have turned their back on something that they thought wasn't going to be there, because now this person is realizing that they're learning the lessons they were supposed to learn because you came into their life, but they were actually supposed to learn those lessons with you, not without you. Now, with the Four of Cups coming through and the Ace of Cups, they're realizing they let go of something really good, something really pure, something really honest. And what's happening now with this person is they're trying to move on from you. They're also trying to become emotionally distant and emotionally closed off. So they try to move on from you with the King of Swords. But they're realizing with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups coming through is that they can't move on from this because they're trying to move on from just love. They're trying to move on from just emotions. But what's happening is they're opening the door to all of these other things that were there as well. And the more they focus on something else that they know could have been there and had potential, and they close that, the more this person is actually realizing that the love is actually coming through from other things that this person didn't allow the relationship to actually explore here. Somebody is secretly annoyed that you moved on without them, but they don't want to tell you. And they don't want to tell you they're secretly annoyed because they have been the ones that have been pushing you to break up with them. And the reason why this person didn't want to be the one that broke up the relationship in the first place is because this person knew they were going to have regret later on. But rather than deal with the regret, this person was hoping they could abandon and ghost the relationship, but also abandon and ghost you. However, this person has got confused because this person thought that they weren't emotionally vulnerable with you. They weren't emotionally vulnerable in the relationship. But now all this person can do is think back on the past, and it haunts the crap out of this person because you're not someone that's been able to be replaced. So with the World happening in the Eight of Cups, this person always feels emotionally unfulfilled because they haven't been able to replace you. They thought that in the beginning they could replace you so that they could kind of numb their emotions and numb their feelings. But the thing is this person was emotionally vulnerable with you, and they didn't realize that until they walked away, because this person thought that it meant they would stop loving you, they could move on, they could move forward because there was no commitment. But now what's happening with this Ace of Wands coming through and this Ace of Pentacles is they want you back. And the Ace of Cups, this person wants you back because what's happening is now there's this chase happening where it's like this person feels like you're suddenly able to actually be chased, you're able to actually be attainable. And that's the reason why this person gets so mad. They get so angry. They get so annoyed when they think about you being with someone else or you talk about someone else, because this person then feels like they're going to lose with the Eight of Cups coming through. But with this Nine of Swords and the High Priestess being in the reversal, this person knows they made the wrong choice, but they don't want to deal with it because they want to ghost and they want to abandon you and the relationship. But the problem is this person can't do that anymore because they became emotionally vulnerable. So it was only going to work for this person to actually ghost you and abandon you if they weren't emotionally vulnerable. But they have become emotionally vulnerable, and it took losing you to realize that. Now, what's happening, the reason why this person comes in and out and they don't completely just ghost you or disappear is because they're still hanging on to the connection. They're still hanging on to the relationship. They haven't let go of it, even though it doesn't feel like that at all. Even though it feels like this person is playing you, this person has not let go of you completely, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to buy themselves time to replace you, and that's why they're coming in and out. However, this person cannot replace you because they're kind of realizing that this is the only relationship that they have become vulnerable with. It's the only relationship they've actually let themselves go with it. And they're not going to find another rebound relationship or another relationship that's the same energy that they had with you. So this person, they're trying to distract themselves in a third party situation because they're trying to use it to move forward. But the more they try and move forward, the more that you're there in this person's consciousness, but also their subconsciousness with the Queen of Wands coming through. The more this person tries to move on from you, the more this person realizes they want you, because it's almost like this cat and mouse energy, but it's almost like this energy where it feels like this person can't have you, and that makes them want you even more. I'm getting a very specific message here, but someone thinks that they're over you. Somebody thinks that they don't have any emotions for you, they have no feelings for you, and they're over you completely. But this is not true, because this person has to go against everything that they know is true to convince themselves that they're over you, to convince themselves they don't feel anything for you anymore. And the reason why they're actually doing this is because this person is actually annoyed that you're not reaching out to them. Now, they're annoyed because they thought they were making the right choice and the right decision to turn their back on you and walk away. And they're realizing that it wasn't the right choice. They didn't realize that they loved you so much. So they didn't actually realize they would be in all of this pain when it ended. But now what's happening is this person is annoyed, but it's coming through in the sense of passive aggression towards you, when in actual fact, they're annoyed within themselves because they walked away from you. But they don't want to tell you that. They don't want to tell you that they made a mistake. They don't want to tell you that they have regret, because this person has so much ego and so much pride because they're not healing. They're not healing from you. And because there's all of this past energy of insecurities and fears and doubts, now this person is truly breaking because they needed a love like yours to truly make them see reality, to truly help this person to gain clarity. And now they're really in your absence. They're realizing how much happiness they actually had with you. Now, when it comes to the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, this person's trying everything possible to move on, but it's not working. So now they're having to resort to the fact that they're convincing themselves that they're moving on from you when they know they're actually not. But it's like they have to go against everything that's true. They have to go against their heart space. They have to go against their mind. They have to go against their intuition to tell themselves that they're done with you, because they are annoyed they don't have power and control over this situation. They're annoyed they can't see what's going to happen, because all they're ruled by right now is this temptation to reach out to you, this temptation to call you to see what you're up to. But they can't do that because they have zero control. They can't just be manipulative or see what you're up to or anything like this. So the one thing they need more than anything is communication, and they know that you're the ones that are in control of it. But they also don't want to snap, and they don't want to give this energy where they feel like you know they're waiting for you, because this person wants to feel like they still have control, because the thing is they don't have control at all over their emotions for you. And because they made the wrong decision to walk away from you in the beginning, this person can only try to move this situation forward by apologizing or telling you what's happening. But because they're not doing that, the only reaction and response you're getting from this person is either mixed signals, mixed emotion, or passive aggressive energy. But the thing is, they're not annoyed at you. They're annoyed at themselves. But they can't be annoyed at themselves because they can't come to the realization about how they feel about you, because they have to turn off their emotions, because they have to convince themselves they're moving on from you, because they can't reach out to you. They cannot communicate to you until they have the control, because their pride, their ego are the only things right now that this person can take control of, because without your love, the heartbreak is the only thing that is ruling this person's emotions right now.